I don't know about you guys, but we often find ourselves in need of power far away from any electrical outlet. Enter the BLUETTI EB3A, a portable power station. In this video, we'll go over its key features, specs, and performance so you can decide if it's the right power station for you. One of the reasons we got this BLUETTI was to extend our range on the Wilderstead, so we don't have to run extension cords or make trips back to the house to access power. We also plan to use the BLUETTI when we're on longer foraging trips, like when we go pick blueberries, and when we are fishing or camping. And finally, we plan to use it as a backup for when the power goes out on the Wilderstead. So we thought we'd run it through a bit of an experiment, showing how it handles some of those usages. Let's start by putting the BLUETTI EB3A to the test by using it to make breakfast. First, coffee. No coffee first thing in the morning is definitely an emergency situation. We have this small 1-cup coffee maker to try with the BLUETTI. The key for determining if you can use the BLUETTI is the wattage that the device draws. The BLUETTI EB3A power station has a capacity of 268 watt-hours and a peak power output of 600 watts. This coffee maker draws 300 watts, so we're still well within the 600 watt power capacity. The EB3A has a variety of input and output ports, including 2 AC outlets, 1 DC output, 2 USB-A ports, 1 USB-C port, 1 12-volt DC port, and even a wireless charging pad on top. This means that you can charge multiple devices at once. Let's finish making breakfast with this breakfast sandwich maker. Now, this sandwich maker uses 600 watts, and the BLUETTI under regular settings only works up to 600 watts. But if you get the app for your phone, you can change the settings to give the BLUETTI a power lift, allowing you to fake it like you are doubling the output. While eating breakfast, we're gonna watch some TV, which is a nice feature to be able to have during a power outage. This BLUETTI can easily run our small LCD screen, Chromecast, and power our cell phone while it acts as a hotspot. Now that we've had our breakfast, let's check out items that need uninterrupted power in an outage. If we happen to be incubating eggs, we really need to keep that temperature constant. The incubator we have only draws about 55 watts. One feature I really like about the BLUETTI is the displayed estimate of how many hours it can maintain that power draw. If the power outage happens in the dead of winter, we could use it to keep the chicken water heater going, which will give us a few hours with the draw of 60 watts. I also mentioned that we would like to ditch the extension cords by using the BLUETTI around the property. One of our uses of power is the water pump that we use to water our gardens. The pump draws about 400 watts when in use, so we could replace the need for extension cords or the dedicated solar power station. Now, the solar power station can be used elsewhere on the property that might need a more constant dedicated power source. This electric cooler is a great item to have, along with the BLUETTI, on long camping trips. The cooler can be charged either with a 12-volt or a normal plug. Another thing is charging batteries for power tools when working on the property. The chargers only draw 50 watts, which means we won't have to go back to the house to get charged batteries when the ones we are using run low. The BLUETTI unit has a built-in LCD display that shows you the battery level and input-output status. And when it comes to recharging, it can be fully charged in around 1.5 hours using a wall outlet and 2 to 3 hours with solar panels. It is also generally quiet with a fan that only kicks on when the unit gets too hot. The BLUETTI weighs about 10 pounds, which makes it fairly light and portable enough to take on camping trips, to the beach, or outdoor events. It's also equipped with a solar charge controller, which allows it to be recharged using solar panels. If we need to extend the power capacity for longer trips or power outage, we can purchase adapters to either charge it with our truck or with solar panels. One of the cons is the need to buy an adapter to use your regular solar panels or to buy the BLUETTI brand solar panels, which are not included. Overall, we think the BLUETTI EB3A is a great, inexpensive option for anyone who often finds they are in need of power while on the go. While the small size means it has limited power output and capacity, the fast charging, portability, and multiple outputs make it a versatile and convenient device. Whether you're working on projects on your property, camping, fishing, traveling, or just need backup power for emergencies. We've even tested this out on the ice. It's great having a little bit of extra entertainment in the ice fishing hut when the fish aren't biting.